everyone, this is Starseed Heart. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about what's going on. So I did a reading for July and a lot for career and love, and I'm going to be redoing them since we have this full moon in Capricorn. So this is going to be our reading for July career. July career. Vibes community. July career reading. Okay, let's see what we have coming up. Ooh, the cards are really ready. I mean, I can tell you that the first reading I did, a lot of it was about realignment. The messages that I've been getting in the past couple days are coupled with that. So if you watch the first one, it basically tells you that there's a lot of realignment that needs to take place in July. Anything that doesn't emotionally align with you, anything as far as like purging and cleaning out your home, as far as anything that has made you feel stuck up until this point, release it into the universe. And of course, we always release it with the intent that that energy, whether it be positive or negative, there may be positive energy that doesn't align with you. I know that there have been people in my life that have been just way too extra, and I'm not extra. Extra is fun for when you go out or whatnot, but on a day-to-day basis, extra and drama doesn't align with me. That doesn't mean there's anything wrong with that person. It just means that I have a different sense of being. Yeah, so basically this one reading is going to be telling you what energies are going to be coming to you if you release in July. So it's kind of like almost like these two readings are parallel, if that makes sense to you. If you're doing your realignment. If you're not, there's energy coming through that there will be a future missed opportunity due to not realigning. And I explained that in another video. For some reason, it's taking a really long time to load up. We're going to pull some energy cards here in a minute. So the opportunities that are coming to you in like September, October time frame. But you need to take the time now in July to align yourself. Whether that means friendships that haven't been working for you, maybe something in your career or maybe your job. Maybe, for instance, when I was in the corporate world, I would get promoted and move from job to job and move up within the company. But then there would be little things that would follow me throughout my career because I was really good at them. I was really good at taking care of that. And then in the end, my job that I had was kind of this big collaboration. I mean, it was this big conglomerate of all these things that I had done throughout my career at that company. And it really wasn't fair to the person who came after me because she felt very overwhelmed. I mean, she would sit at her desk and cry. So maybe there are things that you have okay. So maybe there are things in your career that have followed you that maybe you need to go and talk to your supervisor or your boss or your manager and say, hey, I've been working on this one aspect of my role, and it really was from a position that I had, 2 or 3 years ago. This task has kind of followed me because I'm the one that handled it. But I see that so-and-so is really stepping it up over here. Maybe this is something we can teach them so that I can roll this off of my plate. And so as far as career goes, I would sit down and look at your role or your position and really trim down the fat, to say, of what doesn't align with what you actually do any longer. Okay. And I showed that will bring a new opportunity for you September, October, that you have that time freed up, and it gives you the opportunity to grow and learn something new to fill the time that you used to use for that task. If it's, I don't ever recommend just complete career realignment. A lot of people did that during COVID already. And they're starting new roles, and they have even in new industries, entire industries. So that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about trimming down the little things. Even feng shuiing your office, looking at your quad number, to make sure your desk is facing the right direction based off of the type of work you do or what you need. Your quad number, I find I did it naturally. Honestly, my setup used to be outside, and then when I brought it inside, it was over on this side of the room, and this table just naturally moved over here. And it took me a while to go, man, why do I do my readings here now? Because I used to love doing them outside. Well, I have a train that goes by, and it's really annoying, and it's loud, and it disturbs. It's going by right now, and it's still really, really loud. But I'm supposed to be facing the west when I'm doing business, and I happen to be facing the west right now. And I find that when I sit down here at this side of the table and I sit to work on these types of readings for people, the messages are more clear. I'm more comfortable, right, in providing the messages as well. So you might want to look into that. Feng shuiing your office, cleaning up your office, maybe taking the time. Maybe you have a stack of paperwork. You know what's in it. You can shuffle through it. But maybe there's items in there that are quick to-dos, right? Low-hanging fruit, and you can get it out of the way so that whatever's coming up for you in September and October, you'll have the time to do it. You'll have the bandwidth. So I showed that in July, you're going to be cutting out some things that don't serve you any longer. We've explained some of those examples. I show that due to this, you're going to be clearing some balancing out what you have, what's actually a priority to you, what you actually have time for. I showed that this is going to get you to be unstuck, and what you felt stuck. This will help you to be sitting in the Queen of Wands energy, where you have the time, the resources, get yourself reorganized, get your office organized. At this time, what's going to happen is you're going to have the more opportunity to look into other things that you're interested in doing. Maybe take some training for some new stuff. I show here that you definitely will be if you go along the path of first realignment, which is the first video. Then I have a realignment discussion video that's, I don't know why it's stuck, but I may have to repost it, but I hope not, because it's just going to take more time. And you're really going to meld. This is really going to work for you when this happens. You're going to take the time to get the training that you need. Then you're going to go back here. This is going to give you, show them that you have harmony and integrity in the things that you do. That you're looking to be long-term, right? It's going to show a symbol of endurance as well. The truth and clarity that you bring to the table in the conversation when you realign your tasks at work and why you do what you do is also going to give them this feeling of that you are insightful, you are forward thinker, you really have thought things through to what really works for your role and what really doesn't. And it could create a career opportunity for someone else to grow. But I show that in the future, it will bring growth into your career and your role, maybe even in your business. Your scope is so large that you have a hard time focusing on what you're really good at doing now. You have a lot of things that you have learned along the way, maybe have been mentored in. You've held on to them, whether it be because they trust you to handle these things or you really enjoy them, but they really don't serve you anymore. And bringing those things to the table or moving up into a promotion, it just doesn't fit. And so you need to start training others on how to do these things. It will make you look more astute, allow you to have more time for what is coming down the path for you. And to really show them that you're ready to step up. Because someone who's not really ready to step up and who has just enormous amount of tasks that are just 90%. This will hold back this new Knight of Wands energy that you could be facing if you do not. This will hold back the energy of you feeling like you're chained to these tasks instead of what you're actually there to do. And it will prevent you from having to move into a direction in your career that you're really not looking forward to, right? And it'll give you a whole new insight as to the different opportunities that are available to you at the company you're already at. This will show wisdom, growth opportunities will be coming your way. It'll show that you're one of the pack, you're one of the family in the workplace, that you're there for the long run, right? And you're looking to share new opportunities for other people. But if you notice, this is number 51, but it's an opportunity that's no longer it's no longer an opportunity for you to learn. You've learned it, you've mastered it, you don't need to do it. This will bring a lot of joy into your life and into the person who is going to be getting those tasks. And then we'll turn around and you'll have the energy of patience, patiently waiting for what it is that you're going to be taking on next. And I don't show it's going to be very long before it's introduced to you. It may be something that you seek out yourself by taking the training that I see that you would be taking. And that would give you the opportunity prior to whatever it is that's going to be moving in your direction next. So I hope this gives you a little bit more clarity on why the realignment and the alignment in July is very important for your growth opportunities. Absolutely. For you being able to learn something new. I feel like this whatever it is that you need to take training in is kind of what's held you back from taking the next step, the next level, the next opportunity. And the next level doesn't necessarily mean, oh, I'm being promoted into the C-suite. It could be, hey, you're actually moved out of one department that you've been in for a really long time and you kind of feel burnout and stagnant in, and you get to move into a new department and learn new things where you have a better, different growth opportunities and actual better opportunities for you to grow into the future. So I thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. And as always, I appreciate you for watching. And we'll look to see how this develops throughout the rest of the year. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for spending your time. Bye-bye.